Taylor about the fucking flex.
So what's up, guys? My name is Ray, and today's the day that I'm trying some new software. So my bad for all the music and all that stuff. I am trying a whole bunch of new stuff today, and I love doing this stuff. I like testing stuff out and always trying to make everything as visually appeasing as possible. So shout out to everybody who's in the chat, who's joining us. It's crazy because this setup is nice. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm using a new program today, and this shit is nuts. Like, it is really dope. So basically, as you guys could see here on screen, all your chats and all that stuff will be over here on the what you call it. Damn, why isn't it staying? That's weird. I want the chat to stay. No, but like I was saying, all of that stuff is gonna be pretty dope. Let me see. All right. Why is it? All right. No, but it's gonna be pretty dope. I'm trying out a whole bunch of new stuff, so bear with me. If some of the stuff isn't as it's supposed to go, but yeah, let me give some shout outs to everybody who's here. All right. Shout out to BBM, the one true David Adams, Lavina Romo, or Laving Shadow, as I see her name is now, Jim O'Donnell, Alicia Kingston, let's see, Connie Super, Johnny B Crazy, shout out to you, brother, DJ Woon Woon, who was here, let me see, Azora Hype, Kyle, thanks, bro, for sharing it, and everybody who's here, share this video. I mean, I put in a lot of work for this stream today, probably not in the first 5 people who I mentioned, but I put in hella work for this stream. It is insane how much time I put in this stream just to try some new stuff out. You see the green screen behind me. I actually had a green screen, but since I have so little space, I had to basically remove it because it wasn't looking that good. I guess I'll try to have it fixed for next week. But let me see. Shout out to Michael Smith. Thanks for joining us. So I did, like I said, I wanted to do a top 10 best fighters on Game of Thrones, the show. And there are a lot of caveats to my top 10. I honestly might not be the most popular person after this, but the cool thing about doing this live is that you guys can tell me when you guys think I'm wrong, and I get to tell you guys when you're wrong. So let's do this. Let's see. Oh, so before I start out, I want to give a huge shout out to everybody who has checked out my Patreon recently. I opened a Patreon, and I want to give out a huge shout out to my 20 good men and women. Well, right now there are only 4, but I just opened the Patreon this week, and basically I opened the Patreon because, truth be told, YouTube is killing smaller channels, in my opinion, and it's just mad difficult to put stuff out and to buy stuff and try to do new stuff. Like, how could I explain? It's very hard with the way that things have gone on YouTube the last year to not just create content about Game of Thrones, but try to do different things involving Game of Thrones. Like, you know what I mean? Go to events, or like, let's say, for example, if Comic-Con were to be available, if I could go to Comic-Con, if I could like buy and review certain things that are Game of Thrones related so that you guys could see how they are. Different Game of Thrones experiences. Like, there's like a Game of Thrones scavenger hunt here in New York and all that stuff. I would love to do that type of stuff and then like make videos and vlogs about it and then show you guys. But because I'm always kind of kooky, I always want to try to do like different stuff. But I just want to give a huge shout out to those 4. Those are my first 4 good men and women. I mean, Ramsey said it best, right? All I need is 20 good men. And that's my first goal. I want to have 20 Patreons to see what I could do and if I could just invest some of that back in the channel. But shout out to the Prince That Wasn't Promised, Karen Richmond, Tina Sarah, and Peach. Thank you so much. Again, no support is too little. And yeah, man, just thank you, man. Let's see. So I don't know. Should we start off, or should we start off with honorable mentions? I think that I should start with honorable mentions. I think I should start with honorable mentions for my top 10 fighters of Game of Thrones. And truth be told, they might not be the most popular, but in Game of Thrones, it's very different from A Song of Ice and Fire, right? I think that when you look at A Song of Ice and Fire, there's certain legend and he said, she said behind who the best fighters are. So, you know, it is a little bit funny to me when you tried. I thought that this was going to be a way easier list to make, but I started watching episodes of previous battles and like it's funny because I started doing that like on Monday, and still to this morning I was like, I don't know, maybe I should put this person here, but I'm gonna start with some honorable mentions, and my first honorable mention to me on Game of Thrones is Ned Stark. Ned Stark is one of those guys that he seems like he's a good battle commander, because we know from Robert's Rebellion and whatnot, but I just never really saw. I especially like in the Game of Thrones, you never really get the sense that he's like this crazy swordsman or like, you know what I mean? And you do hear of what happened with Arthur Dayne, but then you hear kind of like, you know, how it went down. We saw it at the Tower of Joy on the TV show specifically, how it went down, and that it wasn't really him who took Arthur down. It was like from behind the back. So that is a bit iffy, you know what I mean? When it's all said and done, that, you know what I mean? To put him in the top 10 would be a little bit sketchy to me. So I did not put him there. But I do believe that he is skilled to be mentioned as an honorable mention of the people that we have seen on the show. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, yeah, I respect him enough for it. All right. So, like I said, this is just show related. I am putting them by fighting skill, and again, another thing is, we all have to keep in mind that matchups make a fight, right? If you put let's see, Podrick versus the Mountain, of course the Mountain is going to win, but when you put someone quicker, a little bit more agile like Oberyn would have had him, right? Because we saw what happened. So matches are everything. I'm just saying individual skill and, you know, just physical presence and what we've seen on the show. That being said, let me put my number 10. I know this is going to be a little bit, if I know a lot of people are going to be upset about it. I want to read the comments. Let's see. All right, so my number 10 best fighter on Game of Thrones is the Mountain. Now, yes, the Mountain is the biggest person on Game of Thrones, Song of Ice and Fire, besides like a giant, but I just don't see him as that much of a skilled fighter. When I started looking back at a bunch of the fighters on Game of Thrones and the Song of Ice and Fire, a bunch of these guys are very agile. They have different styles that we saw that basically the Mountain could not fight. Like, the Mountain could probably fight if someone's stupid enough to stand up to him, but if the person is agile and they have discipline, I think that they could beat the Mountain. Like, let's say an Oberyn, a Dario, or like, you know what I mean, a Khal Drogo. Even though Khal Drogo, no armor, but we'll get to that later. But I just feel that when you look at the Mountain, he is intimidating. Yes, he is strong, but if he can't catch you, he just doesn't do it. You know what I mean? I think that if you do not allow him to put hands on you, nothing bad is gonna happen. And to be honest, that's why I have him at number 10. Now, I am kind of curious to see what you guys think, because you know, it is funny that the biggest, probably most deadly person is at 10, but I'm interested in seeing what you guys think. Let me know in the chat. I don't know. It's funny because I have like 2 chats open, so I don't know which one. Yeah, I know. Oberyn really messed up when he was getting all cocky and stuff, but at the end of the day, that one, like Samid San says, that one mistake really did him in, and I totally agree with you. That one cocky mistake was what got him in. Now, the next one was difficult because, as we all know, as show watchers, again, I'm not even talking with anybody. Let me just take my headphones off. All right. I truly, truly believe that the next person I'm going to mention is skilled because they said it in the show, right? It's well, I see that Panny says Serial Pharrell. Serial Pharrell, I don't know. We'll talk about that at the end of everything. But the next person I have up on my top 10 best fighters is because, yes, he is good, but I just don't know if it's that he's really, really good or that he's just overhyped because of his name and the cause that he's put himself behind. Now, I have at number 9, Jon Snow. Now, Jon Snow is a great fighter, and don't get me wrong. He's proven himself time and time again fighting great people, great warriors. I'm not even going to lie. It's awesome. He's great at it. But when you look at Jon Snow, and every time that Jon Snow is in a life or death situation, he always seems to be bailed out by like some miracle help. It's like something is pushing Jon Snow and helping Jon Snow out, and I just can't put my finger on it. You know what I mean? When you look at Jon Snow, like, for example, when at the battle at the wall, we see that Jon Snow is basically fighting. Wow, it's mad dope, mad good. He's fighting, really exciting, all that good stuff. And then we see that the dude is just throwing Jon Snow around, and he's just fucking him up. And that's just the word, is bam, bam, bam. And then, like, for his luck, Jon spits in dude's homie's face and then hits him in the head with a hammer. He finds a hammer, hits him, clocks him in the head, and then that's it. That doesn't make Jon a great fighter. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do agree, Lavina. He is pretty young. You know what I mean? He is, but I still feel that Jon Snow is one of those characters that it's like we heard from Ramsey, right? Ramsey, when Jon is like, yo, let's just finish this right here. Let's just do this right now. Let's get it in. You wanna do this? And he's like, no, the way that people talk about you, you're the greatest swordsman that ever lived. Yes, Jon is good, but I don't know if he's that good. Remember, in Battle of the Bastards, he could have died a bunch of times. Remember when he ducks and all those arrows hit all around him and not one? So I'm not sure if it's just like some entity that is protecting Jon Snow, but I think that he has been very lucky and something else is there to help him out, because I just don't see a situation where Jon goes up against some of the other people that I'm going to mention and he wins. I just don't see them. You know what I mean? Like no, yeah, I agree, Alicia. Ramsey is a shit fighter and he's not in here on this list. But like, one of the things, it's funny, now that you mention Ramsey, one of the things to me that has always bothered me about Theon is that I've always believed that Theon could beat Ramsey, but it got to a point that he tortured him so much that Theon, turned into Tariq and then, like, whatever. But it's insane. This is a lot harder than people tend to believe. When you're making this list and you're expecting people to be like, you know what? No, I disagree. I agree. It turns a lot harder than you might think. All right, so let's move on to number 8. Now, my number 8 fighter here is someone who has a certain flair when they fight. You know what I mean? He has a certain swag, a certain flair, a certain, gusto, like fighting. You know what I mean? He's really dope at it. Pretty cocky. I like people who know when they're good. You know what I mean? And that person is Dario Naharis. Now, this dude was a lieutenant for the Second Sons. He killed his bosses to join Daenerys. He has been in fighting pits. He's just, he's just that dude. You know what I mean? Like, that's why he bagged Dany. That's why, he drips of swag and, confidence and stuff, is because he's that good. And it's one of my favorite scenes is when he's betting. He was betting with Hizdar when the big dude was fighting the little dude in the pits. I love that scene because he's like, yo, I've always on the smaller, quicker guy, and then the smaller, quicker guy dies. But it's still funny because he was putting himself in that situation because he's been there through experience. You see that he knows exactly what needs to be done to get that win. Remember when the champion was charging at him in the horse and he just brought that dude down swiftly, dealt with. So, I mean, definitely, I think that Dario could kill Jon Snow. I don't know if he could kill the Mountain, but I definitely think he could get Jon Snow. So that's just my opinion right there. Let me see what you guys think in the chat. I'm really interested in seeing what you guys think. Because the way I see it, Jon Snow is lucky. The Mountain is big. Dario is now experienced. Now we're getting into those fighters that, you know, we've seen. They seem a little bit more proven. They have more lore and a lot of, you know, power behind them. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Let's see. Yeah, Johnny, that's exactly what happened to Theon. Theon got Stockholm syndrome. He was like, "Oh yeah, master. Oh, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. I was watching yesterday. I watched like 5 episodes. I watched episode 1 of season 4, which is a great episode. When you look at it back, episode 1 is great. Two Swords, I think it is. It's called. Great. I was watching the battle at the wall with the wildlings. Watchers on the Wall I was watching. Let's see, which other one? I saw a bunch of episodes before leading up to this because I just wanted to be caught up and everything. And I saw that, like, I just saw that there are so many good fighters, and I was like, damn, Theon, like, should have been an honorable mention because he has the same training as, like, you know, Rob and John, and they grew up together and stuff. It's just like, it sucks seeing Theon that way, man. Let me see. Johnny be crazy. Yeah, Dario is definitely a badass. Yo, yeah, Dario is really, really good. I'm surprised that they made Danny leave him instead of maybe killing him off. Because to me, it would have been more realistic to the character of Dario if he would have gone with Daenerys. And then he probably would have died or something. Or they would have killed him or poisoned. Anything. But just to leave a character that cocky, that swagoo off is just... It's just odd to me. All right, let's see. So this one, I'm interested in seeing what you guys think about this one because this one is one of those characters that I'm just like, you know what? He's good, but he's had a lot of close calls. You know what I mean? So let me just put this one up right here. Yeah, before I go on to the other one, I see Alicia says she had to leave in politics, man. I guess you're right. But he said it too. Kings have had whores and prostitutes and lovers and mistresses and all that, and it's all good. She could have taken him if she wanted. It wasn't that serious of a deal. You know what I mean? She just would have had to maybe cut him off or do something else. But, like, I don't know. I still feel that it would have been a little bit more badass to see him maybe in the upcoming season, see him in a little bit of confrontation maybe with Jon Snow. That's why I was mad last season, because I feel that those 3 episodes that they cut off could have been excellent, awesome material. It could have been a few episodes, like, you know what I mean, with scenes with Jon Snow and like, you know what I mean, like a dick measuring contest, like, oh, I'm that dude. Oh, I'm that dude. You know what I mean? Whenever you put 2 dudes that feel that they're that guy, even though Jon Snow is a little bit more humbled than Dario, no, not a little bit, a lot more humbled, it would have been interesting to see them interact. I think that would have been awesome, in my opinion. That is true. He could be more useful later. You know what I mean? He could come back with an army to help her or something. I doubt it, but it would have been, because at this point it just seems like they're just rushing to finish. You know what I mean? To finish. I see that One True David Adams says that he might bring the Golden Company, or he might be with the Golden. I mean, I don't know. I really don't see that realistically happening, just because the way that they portray it is like he's out, and I haven't heard anything about him being there. I have been staying away from all that type of stuff though, so you know what I mean. I'm weary of all that stuff. So number 7 I have up here is a fan favorite of a lot of people. Everybody loves him a lot. The Hound. Now the Hound is one of those guys that it's like, oh yeah, he's the fucking Hound. Yeah, he loves his chickens. He hates fire. But the Hound, man, the Hound is definitely one of those guys that it just seems like he almost always dies. Like every time he gets into a fight, there's not like a clean cut fight. There's very little fights that I've seen him win clean cut that he's just like, not struggling or not winded or like on the ground. We saw versus Poliver and the Tavern with all the other ones. Yes, it was a lot more people than just, you know, one-on-one. But he has like the perfect combination of size and power, and you know what I mean? So I think that he is a great fighter. I think he is very skilled. We have seen him, you know, hold his own, even in Beyond the Wall with that hammer, throwing the rock. You know what I mean? He has nice arm strength. Could try for the Yankees because all the stars are going to the Yankees. You know, I just had to put that out there. I will have 2 chickens, says Mike Parrott. I mean, he loves his protein, man. He loves his protein. Let's see. John B. Crazy says, the Hound relies on back and smash, but a quicker than his brother. I agree, Rayz. Nah, yeah, like, for real, like, he is a good fighter. And yes, he could kill a lot of people, yes, but it's because he has that size. He's a little bit quicker than his brother. So, you know what I mean? I think that combination helps him, but it's not like he's like, oh, we have to fear this character out of some of the other ones. Like, I'm telling you, some of these, and it's crazy because, like, I'm really excited because I did, like, some video montages after 5. So after 5, we will have clips of some of the fights and some of the stuff on here. So like, when we get to number 5, I put some of the clips of the people there fighting and whatnot. So, you know, I hope you guys enjoy that. But definitely. Bookhound is better than Showhound. Definitely. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I feel like Showhound is just a drunk. He's just a drunk for some reason. I don't know, man. He definitely has, like, drinking issues. All right, let's see. So, number 6. Number 6, I put in here because number 6 has been extremely badass. Number 6 is one of those characters that I'm like, I'm pleasantly surprised. Especially when we have that one scene with the Hound, and that is Brienne of Tarth. Brienne of Tarth is one of those characters that it's just like, damn, she a beast. Like, legit. On the show, we've seen her fight 2 of the people who are going to be on this list. Right? We've seen her fight Jaime Lannister, be it his wrists were tied. She fought Jaime Lannister and held her own. Hell, she was fighting a fucking bear with a wooden sword. I mean, how much skill do you have to have? I mean, she was fighting a bear with a wooden sword. I would have been in there, the bear would have eaten me and picked his tooth with the sword. So, like, there is no doubt in my mind that Brienne has to be on this list. You know what I mean? Brienne is definitely top of the line, almost elite in Westeros. Like, she is definitely, because she has speed, power, strength. She has it all. So I definitely see her as a top 6 person. Or, like, she has to be in your top 6. Like, I had her higher, I mean, on the list, and then I was just like, nah, I just don't see a scenario where, like, I don't know, like, the next 5 people, they're about that life. You know what I mean? They're about that life, and I definitely do not see a scenario in where Brienne could beat those other ones or would beat them, just because the other ones are just, like, very quick, very talented, and just, like, all-time greats. So, but yeah, definitely Patty. Patty Ann says she has honor. Of course, she has honor. She has, but that, I mean, honor could be one of those things that kind of does you in, right? Because you're not willing to fight dirty, and we see that she is willing. She has honor, but when she was fighting the Hound, she bit. She hit him with the rock. Yo, she got the job done. So, I mean, I really am a fan of Brienne fighting, man. Talking about Brienne. Now, I don't know if any of you guys were on Kyle's channel the other day. I was on there, and I was there with Kyle, and we were talking. And I had said that I have always been killing Podrick off. Like, I'm always killing Podrick every season. People ask me, who do you think is going to die? I always say Podrick. And this season, I still think Podrick is going to die. So, a a girl, I forgot her name. Sorry, I forgot your name. And Stacy. I remember it was them two. They were like, oh, so they said I should make a bet that if Podrick doesn't die in the upcoming season, I will make a song about Pod, the sex god. And that is going to be the title of the song. Pod, the sex god. So you're gonna see me in a recording studio if shit. Like I don't know how to record, but I would definitely do something nice or official. If Podrick does not die, I will live up to that bet. I will do a song called Pod, the sex god, if Pod does not die. Pod the magic peen. I mean, we still don't know what he did in that brothel, man. I mean, I would definitely include that if I did a song. Hey, Jen, Lady Wolverton. Shout out to Lady Wolverton on her channel doing streams, I think every Friday. Nah, but definitely, Pod the sex god. If Podrick does not die, stay tuned for that. That is definitely going to be a thing. Oh, definitely. If Don Willie can mix it, man, oh, man, that'll be dope. A recording studio, I'm down. I mean, I just don't know where I would do it, but I'm betting on myself that Podrick will die this season. And I have nothing against Podrick. I like Podrick. But I made a bet, and now I have to hope for his death. I have to hope that Podrick dies. As sad as it might be. Thank you, Jen. Happy Easter to you and happy Easter to everyone. Yeah, tomorrow, because I won't be doing videos tomorrow. Tomorrow I work, so yeah. When you sign up to work on Easter, and it's just like, yeah. All right, so next up, let's go to number 5. Now, number 5, I said that I had videos set up for some of these after 5. So let me put the video, and then I'll talk back with you guys. So at number 5, I have this coming up for you guys. And at number 5, I truly believe that this is one of the more confusing ones for me to place, because Khal Drogo is one of those dudes that could go higher, could go lower. But in the little sample size that we saw him in battle, when he ripped that dude's tongue out, I'm sorry, you solidify yourself as one of the top fighters in the world. Not only that, for you to be the leader of the Dothraki like you are, like for you to be head honcho like that, you have to be really good at killing. In the words of the crazy LeVar Ball,
one-on-one, I'm undefeated, never lost.
And very much like other fighters on the list, Khal Drogo was very arrogant, and this was kind of what led him to die, because later he got an infection from a wound that he leaned into. But besides all that, he held it. My bad. My bad. I muted myself. Yeah, definitely. I think that Khal Drogo is the scary one, if not the scariest dude on Game of Thrones. Maybe next to the Night King. All that fucking black shit he puts under his eyes, just the position he's in. You do not get to be who he is without being a killing machine. And the only thing is that did him in is the same thing that did Oberyn in, and a lot of these fighters is kind of like their arrogance, and I guess that they need that. I guess that they need that because it kind of fuels that whole, you know what I mean? That whole like, I don't know what the word is. It's like a bravado. It's like, you know what I mean? So it kind of fuels that, and that's why they tend to be arrogant. But at the end of the day, what we've learned one thing is that arrogance gets you Dunzo. Oh shit. Thank you, Nancy T. Happy Easter to you as well. Glad to see you back. Thank you. I mean, yo, I'm telling you, I am definitely going to be doing more videos. Like, I have new software I am trying to do, and now that summer's around the corner, I have a bunch of friends at work and friends, outside of work and stuff that they want to do videos of me, and I could probably, do some Game of Thrones little stuff here and there, and I have another channel that I'm opening up too. But I definitely thank you, Nancy, for the super chat. Thank you so much for the donation. It helps hella a lot, and it means the world. Thank you so much. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing videos again, man. I'm gonna definitely. Damn, I probably should have done that. Now that I see Ricky Hunt asking who was 10-5, let me say it. So I have the Mountain at 10, Jon Snow at 9, Dario Naharis at 8, the Hound at 7, Brienne of Tarth at 6, Khal Drogo at 5, because he is that man, and I want to see what you guys think. Let me know in the chat. Who do you guys think? In what order should they have gone till now? Let me know in the chat, because I personally see reasons for it, but I'm interested in seeing what you guys think. Who and in what order do you think should be here? Because I did put Eddard as an honorable mention, but let's see. Sandor should be ahead of Brienne. He was sick when he fought her, and she had Valyrian steel. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, man. It's just something about the Hound. I feel like he has too much on his head. Like, I could definitely see, because, they are one after the other. But I to be honest, that was one of the ones that I kept going back and forth to see, like, but she got him on the show. Because this is just show related. This isn't book related. This is just for the show. I definitely think that that the Hound is a step behind Brienne. No, yeah, I see what you're saying, Ricky, about Sandor being among the most feared, but just because you're feared doesn't mean that you're that good. It doesn't mean, you know what I mean? You could have done crazy stuff. Like, I say the Mountain. I put the Mountain at 10 because the Mountain is just scary because he's huge. You know what I mean? If you want to look at it, Arya might be a better fighter than you know what I mean? Arya might be a better fighter than the Mountain when on the show. I'm not saying, as the way they made her on the show, that they made her like Terminator, she might be a better fighter than the Hound. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, when you combine it and different things, I think that Brienne has a bit more over him. You know what I mean? After that fight. But I do agree. He did have that whole thing, the infection, and, he didn't want to burn it and whatnot. But that is an interesting point. All right. So let me move on to the next one. So next I have the man, the myth, the legend, Oberyn Martell. Let's just start off by saying that there has never been a better entrance in anything in life cooler than Oberyn Martell in Season 4. And his final minutes alive maybe was the best fight sequence ever in the series. Second only maybe to the Tower of Joy, and the Mountain only caught him because he caught him slipping. Prince Oberyn trained at the Citadel in his youth, and in his short time there, he acquired a ton of knowledge in the use of poisons and things of that nature. He also served in the mercenary group company called the Second Sons. That's the company where we first meet Dario Naharis back in Season 3. And as I said, he's just a well-rounded, traveled, experienced man. And let's be completely honest, guys. Could you imagine all the husbands that he's had to fight? Him bagging all these married women? That is definitely why I placed Oberyn Martell at number 4.
Trouble.
Now, no doubt in my mind that you guys agree with me that this man is insane. Like, yo, he is that good killing. What you call it? I see that you guys are having a conversation about Oberyn's other type of prowess, but let's see, Lavina and Alicia. Let's see. Yeah, her other man, Lavina says. I mean, Oberyn Martell is very, very good at killing. He can poison your ass. He is great with his spear at, you know, we haven't seen him in close combat, but I mean, he was just that good versus the Mountain, and the only reason that he died was because if the only reason he died was because he, you know, I got distracted reading. The only reason he died was because he got distracted and they caught him slipping. That is the 100% honest truth, and there is nothing that nobody could say about that. Oberyn is the man, the myth, and the legend. I mean, I honestly do not know. Like, yo, when I didn't read the books when I saw that episode because I started watching that season, and I did not know that was coming. I went through like all the stages of grief, like in 10 minutes. I was just like, damn. You know what I mean? I was just like, damn, like this shit is insane. When I saw him squish him, like, yo, and then when you hear that it's realistic that dude could probably do that to you, it's insane. But if Oberyn would have done what he was supposed to do, we would have had Oberyn and maybe Dorne on the march towards the battle in the north, and it would have been awesome. But guess what? We don't have that because he was so cocky and he got himself killed. But definitely. Ricky Hunt says Oberyn poisoning makes him higher. However, he is also in a sellsword company and also started his own. So he has had slightly skilled. I mean, definitely. He like for you to be a sellsword, live, and then not only that, like I said in the video, yo, you sleeping with all these married women, you killing their husbands. I forgot where was the Lord from that he slept with his wife and ended up killing. I mean, he poisoned the dude. I mean, he is legit a viper. He is a snake. This dude will get shit done. You know what I mean? And I definitely think that he should be among the elite. Especially, yo, Pedro Pascal after Pascual, yeah. Pedro Pascual definitely is a great actor. Like, that dude did such a great job with Oberyn that it is insane how good of a job he did. It was so sad to see him go. And not only that, like, he's been popping after Game of Thrones. Like, you see him in almost everything, man. He is, like, I know he's in Narcos. He was in Kingsman Part 2. He was in a bunch of stuff, but he was, like, dead ass really good at it. No, I know he was from Dorne, Ricky. I mean, the Lord, I know it was a Lord from Dorne, but it wasn't from Sunspear. I was gonna say Ironwood. Was it in Ironwood? I don't know. Was it? I remember that it was somebody. It was Dornish. He slept with the dude's wife. He poisoned the dude after he fought him. He poisoned his like blade or whatever. Damn, I forgot. Every time that I'm on here, I always forget. Like shit. When I should be talking about it. That's why I did those videos, just so that you know, some stuff won't slip out my head. And he was only 14, and it was Lord Paramore's, not his wife. Oh, the Lord's paramour. I mean, definitely. Yeah, so you see, yeah, it was Ironwood. I thought it was Ironwood. Yeah, he'd have to have STD. I mean, yeah, he could definitely have, I would imagine, his feud. Yo, so Sir Boutster says they should cast Pedro as the new Zorro. That dude would be a dope Zorro. Shout out for that. Like that really got me like, yo, you just got me thinking. Him as Zorro would be really, really, really dope. That would be an awesome, awesome Zorro. He would make a great one. Let's see. All right, so this one was difficult for me. This one was difficult because this one to me is just one of those things that it's like, do I put this person there? Because yes, I know everything he's done, but should I put him in the best fights we've seen? Because he, to me, isn't one of the better fighters that we've seen, but I know who he is. You know what I mean? And he has had his pretty badass moments. So, fuck it. Let me just put the video, and you guys tell me in the chat and in the comments, who do you guys think is, I don't know. Do you guys think that he should go here, given his age and and what we saw out of him. But let me put the clip, and then you guys let me know.
I am a knight. I shall die a knight.
At number 3, guys, I'm putting Barristan Selmy. And hell, he was not done justice on the TV show. It's hell of upsetting. And I'm still going to put him here at number 3. Even though I know this is a TV show only fighters list, I still am going to put him here with a little asterisk in it at number 3. Because hell, he deserves our respect. This was Rambo before Rambo. This man saved the Mad King by himself. Shit. I know it doesn't show in the show, but you got to give respect what respect is due. So he is crazy, crazy good with a sword. Hell, you remember that time that he called out the Kingsguard?
Even now I could cut through the 5 of you like carving a cake.
Everybody shook there, man. Even Joffrey's bitch ass. Even though he went out kind of, you know, on the low note, everybody knows who he was and he was well respected till the day he died. Because everybody knew what he could do with a sword. So for that same reason, I'm still going to put him here at number 3. So Barristan Selmy to me is definitely one of those guys. Yeah, I was just muted. My bad. Barristan Selmy is definitely one of those guys that he just walked off, and he has like a certain like, yo, when he says I could cut through all of you, like yo, that's some boss move shit. Like, yo, don't play with me. Like, I'll fuck you up. You know what I mean? And that was definitely a boss move from him. And you know, I was gonna put more clips. I just don't want to, you know. I know what falls within fair use now, so you know what I mean. That's why I'm so limited on clips and stuff. But let me know if you guys like this type of stuff with the clips. Let me know, and let me know in the chat, because like you guys, your feedback means the world. Because if you guys tell me you guys like something, I'll bring it back. If you guys don't tell me you like something, I'll just think, oh no, it was all right, and I'll just move on to the next one. So let me know. But yeah, man, he when he walks away, he's just like, He has like a certain, you know what I mean? Like, looks like he's like speed walking, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Now, but what you call it? It was pretty dope, I really enjoyed that. That moment. Also, when he saved Daenerys, I just really hated the way that he went out, man. Like, I don't know, man. He went out, yeah. He saved Grey Worm and whatnot, but yeah, like I said, yeah, he rescued the Mad King by himself from captivity. I mean, it was Rambo before Rambo. Now, my favorite part, Alicia, is when he says, I could cut through all of you like a piece of cake or whatever. Yo, when he said that, and then when he throws the sword, Joffrey's just like, ugh, like, you know what I mean? He has that little, So, definitely. All right, so you guys, I see, all right, you guys... All right, so you guys do like the clips. All right, cool. Because, yeah, that way, because, like, it's kind of weird because I can't put a full episode in there. So I have to be very, all right, Patty N says a top 10 deaths. I could do a top 10 death. I could do that. We could do that next week. What you call it? Definitely, though. Barristan Selmy is up there. But I couldn't put him higher because you guys know who the next two are. Like, there's no need to hide it. But Barristan Selmy was definitely one of those guys that he had the name recognition, and he had everything, you know what I mean, going, that everybody knew who he was, and nobody messed with him, you know what I mean? So you gotta respect that. I love that scene when he quits. I hated the way he died, and I like the way that he just carried himself around when he was with Daenerys and stuff. That was pretty cool. And I like the way that him and Ned, even though they went through their shit during Robert's Rebellion, they were still cool. They respected each other. They joked around and whatnot. Sir Barristan Selmy, you will be missed. Johnny B. Crazy says two-handed Jamie, number 1. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Two-handed Jamie. Let's see. Mike Parrott says, Braun, bring on Braun. Oh, man. We'll talk about some of the stuff afterwards. But number 2 on my list of the people we've seen on the series, on the show.
Come, Stark. I'd rather you die sword in hand.
If you threaten my lord again...
As in, I'm going to open your lord from balls to brains and see what Starks are made of.
Hands down, the best fighter with 2 hands in Game of Thrones that is living when Game of Thrones starts the series is Jaime Lannister. Now, when he lost his hand, of course, he is not the same fighter because it was his sword hand. But his whole identity at the beginning of the series is built around how good he is with a sword and how good he is at killing. And to me, this is highlighted when he is caught by Robb that he kills 10 men right before they capture him. Him versus 10, and he still won. Yes, they caught him, but he cut down 10 men right before getting caught. Not only that, he offers Robb, yo, let's do this one-on-one. He went a la Jon when Jon offers Ramsay, and he knows Robb is going to lose if he does this, yet he still offers it because he knows that it is guaranteed that he would win if he goes up against Robb. We see him go up against Ned and get upset that he didn't have the opportunity to showboat and show off his skill with a sword. Now, to be honest, I love arrogant Jaime at the beginning of the series. Yes, Jaime, good guy Jaime is cool and he's nice and everything, but at the end of the day, you gotta love arrogant Jaime. Arrogant Jaime is a cool ass Jaime and he's always getting into trouble, and I just love it, man. So without a doubt, Jaime is the second best fighter we've seen on the TV series.
Would be good to have you in the field. The competition has become a bit stale.
I don't fight in tournaments.
No? Getting a little old for it?
I don't fight in tournaments. Just when I fight a man for real. I don't act nor I can know.
Well said.
Now, I definitely love that scene, that exchange with Ned and Jaime at Winterfell. That is legit, maybe one of my favorite scenes in all of Game of Thrones. And I might be in the minority in this. I'm interested in seeing what you guys think. I love asshole Jaime. Like Jaime, when Jaime's a dick, that is the best Jaime out there. You know what I mean? I mean, like legit, I don't know if I like good Jaime as much as I like bad Jaime. Bad Jaime is funny, is arrogant, you know what I mean, and he backs shit up. He gets results. Yo, definitely one true David Adams says that's what hooked him. I mean, Ricky, come on, man, you can't be as black and white with that. That dude got swag. Yo, Jaime, when Jaime was you know on his asshole shit, Jaime definitely was pretty badass. You know what I mean? No, like legit though, like that was pretty fun, Jaime. Like, you know what I mean? When he tells Robb, like, yo, come on, let's do this, me and you. Come on, we can end this right now. I'm like, don't do it, Robb. In my head, I'm like, don't do it. And he's like, come on, man, let's do this right now with a sword, me and you. We can do it. And he's like, nope, I'm not that stupid because Jaime's the shit. No, I mean, I'm not saying he has like swag, but I'm saying when it comes to fighting, that arrogance that he has, that he's like, yo, you know what? Come on, let's do this. Like, come on, man. Let's just stop playing. Let's do this. Let's just swing some swords. Bro, yo, you have to have a certain level of cockiness and confidence, and that is swag to me, in my opinion, my friends. Yeah, Jen. I mean, yeah, yo, I'm telling you, Jaime in season 1 is hilarious. Like, yo, every time that he takes a shit on Catelyn Stark, that he just tells her like some weird shit. Yo, like when he's like, oh, when he calls Robb a boy, I'm like, oh, I'm telling you, I just really enjoyed Jaime when he was evil Jaime. Like, evil Jaime was funny. All right. So let's go on to number 1. Number 1 on my list. Number one on my list is the man, the myth, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend.
I wish you good fortune in the wars to come. And now it begins.
So, all right, guys, we are here. It's finally number one, and everybody knows who it is. It is Sir Arthur Dayne. Now, this is without a question the best swordsman slash fighter slash whatever the hell with the weapon in the hand that you want. We will never see anything like this on any upcoming spin-offs or in this series because he is so good. He is that good. And we see that Joffrey mentions him in the Book of Brothers when he's reading and rubbing it in Jaime's face that he has no good deeds. We see it at the Tower of Joy when Ned faces off against him, and he's going up against 4 others, including Ned Stark, who we have seen is a good swordsman. And it's crazy that the only way that they could bring him down is to stab him in the back. So Holland Reed did Ned a solid, and I mean, what can we say? He's definitely number one among like the top 3 in all of A Song of Ice and Fire that I've heard. Aemon the Dragon Knight and Jaime Lannister, Varys himself included, and plus he had that badass sword Dawn, so you could just add that to his epicness in the story. I mean, what do you guys think? I'm so hyped. I want to know what you guys think. Who else is second to him? Because I mean, we already said who was second, but I mean, I'm interested in seeing what you guys think. Let me know in the comments and in the chat. Now, in my opinion, without a doubt in my mind, this it's funny because I started the list. I was like Arthur Dayne number one, and then everybody else. I definitely had to put him number one. I'm pretty sure that everybody here knew that he was going to be number one because, truth be told, who else could be number one? There's nobody on the show. I don't think that we'll ever see anybody on the TV show or on any of these series that'll ever be better than Arthur Dayne. I see Ricky Hunt says Damon Blackfire wrecks everybody. I don't know, man. I don't know how you could on screen make it look better than what you made Arthur Dayne look like. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, they have to hire Europe's best swordsman because, yo, this dude, you just have to look at it. You just have to look at it like this. Ned was good against Jaime Lannister, an older Ned, be it. You know what I mean? A little bit more tested and proven. On the show, he was going toe-to-toe with Jaime. But then you have a young Ned and then 3 more other people going up against Arthur Dayne, and he's still holding his own. And then on top of that, he kills the 3, and then it's just a one-on-one. The only way of killing him was to stab him in the back. I do agree with Michael Smith. I was thinking about Aemon the Dragon Knight. That's the only person who I was thinking like, yo, you know. But since we didn't see him on the show, that was easy. That helped me out. But I don't know. I see a debate here between Ricky and Michael. Aemon the Dragon Knight or Damon Blackfire. I don't know. I don't know. Like if I had to go between both of them, I don't know. Maybe I'm lost or something. I don't remember him being like that great, Damon. Like I know he was good, but I don't know. I probably might have to look back at that. Exactly. I agree, Samid. I don't think that being captured means you're less of a warrior. I mean, Jaime cut down 10 people before he was caught on the show. In the books, I think it was more. I think it was like 20 people he cut down before being caught. So, Daemon is the only fighter ever in Westeros compared to a god. Yo, I definitely need to read up on Daemon Blackfire because I seem extremely lost. Blackfire versus Dark Sister. That's Alicia Kingston. I mean, what do you guys think about my top 10? Let me know, because I had fun, you know, setting everything up. I definitely let me know what you guys want to see maybe next week, because I'm not going to be on long today. I'm just going to be on a little while. This was just me testing out this new program that I'm using. So that should be interesting. But let me know in the chat. I think someone said earlier top 10 deaths on Game of Thrones. I could definitely do that. That'll probably be easier than the fighting, because the fighting, you have to go and like reference other fights and whatnot. But I definitely think I hit it on the head with this. I think that I definitely hit it on the head when it comes to my order. I don't know, of the show, because this is just the show. Johnny B. Crazy says top 10 deceivers. Ooh. I don't know if there's that many people though that deceive, though, are they? Lavina says made her abandon her other stream. Oh, that's good. If you came over here, I'm happy. You know what I mean? You're watching me. Now let me stop. But definitely. Let's see. Suggestions for our next stream. So it could be top 10 deaths. La 10 muertes más grande de Game of Thrones. That could definitely be a topic. Let's see. You know, it's funny. One True David Adams said top 10 castles. I thought about that one. I was like, yo, the top 10 keeps and castles. That would definitely be a nice one. Let's see. Oh, top 10 smartest people on Game of Thrones. I definitely, you know what? I like that one. I like that one. That could definitely be a good one. Let's see. Thank you, Alicia. You know, like, I'm telling you, like, it's funny because I haven't been doing streams in a while. And basically, it feels like I'm kind of starting all over again. But the cool thing about starting over again and when you have like a smaller following a little bit, or a smaller group of people sometimes, is that you get to pay more attention to the chat. Like you see like this, normally I have a chat. I have a screen over here with a chat. Now I have two chats, and like I have the video, I have audio, I have the chat on the screen. I have all these little things that I have to tend to. But so when it's smaller, you know, it's cool. It's a little bit more intimate. I get to talk with you guys back and see what you guys think, and I enjoy the process a little bit more. But it's definitely dope. Let's see. Hey, shout out to John Haymaker. Hey, you just caught us on towards the end. I'm almost out. I probably might be, let me see. I'll be here 5 more minutes. I'm gonna be on here 5 more minutes. And let me know, do you guys want me to do it at this time or a little bit later next week? Also, let me know that, because I know that I usually do it a little bit later, but I was thinking about maybe doing a weekday, like kind of like a little, not a podcast, but maybe something a little bit more simplistic, maybe audio, probably like with Amelia or Kyle or another YouTuber or something, like you guys tell me, and doing something like a little bit audio, just a little bit more chill, maybe like half an hour, just talking Game of Thrones and stuff, and then you guys, you know, let me know what you guys think. But I definitely want to know, because I'm kind of tinkering with everything a little bit. And once I clamp on exactly what I'm going to do, you know, I don't want to be changing everything all the time. So, all right, let's see. Let's see. Ricky says a little later, in my opinion. Johnny B. Crazy says either is cool for me. John Haymaker says he's been working overnight. Big E. Hey, shout out to my My Dominican brother, Big E. Shout out to you, bro. What you call it? And shout out to all my New Yorkers in the chat. You know what I mean? Because, what you call it? The Yankees. Let me see. The Yankees win? Or did they even play today? I don't know. I'm going to watch the Elite Four, NCAA, when I finish here. And top 10 characters cut from the show. Or you mean from the book? Oh, I'm guessing you mean characters from the books that were cut on the show. I could definitely do that. There's definitely enough characters, I think. What? New York? Gang. The Yankees. Oh, my God. I'm super excited. The Yankees are everything. I mean, without the Yankees, I'd just have to rely on the Knicks, the Giants, that are going nowhere. Top 10 reasons we need Sir Pounce on the show. Definitely. Now, yeah, what you call it? I'm thinking about doing something like a podcast later. I don't know. One True David Adams says, I'm getting too excited over the Whiffer. The Whiffer is Giancarlo Stanton, for those who don't know. No, man, he is not the Whiffer. You saw that debut, boy? Yo! That's going to be nasty, bro. Top 10 Jon Snow's brooding moments. I mean, definitely. Oh, top 10 cowards. We know Janos Slint is going to be up there. We know Samuel Tarly has kind of regressed on the top 10 cowards. He's probably going to be like around a 5-ish, 6-ish. You know what I mean? Yo, no lie. When you like somebody, that is, yo, Samuel Tarly is the embodiment of someone who has found a partner to push him forward. You know what I mean? Like, Samuel Tarly was such a coward, and that just, like, really legitimately pushed him, like, forward in life. Like, he's like, you know what? No, screw this. Forward. Janos Slint, Reek. Oh, you see? Like, you guys are... Let's see. Who else? Joffrey. Joffrey's a bit of a coward. You know what I mean? Yo, Big E, you a savage. Damn, that's savagery, Big E. Nah, legit though, especially like, man, like we be doing dumb shit for some punani, man. Like, man, we be doing the most. Yo, Ricky Hunt is leading the Damon Blackfire fan club. I don't know. John Haymaker says, are you doing any videos on Westworld? I've thought about it because, just to have something to do. I might do like one video. I'm like, oh shit, like, yo, Westworld. You know what I mean? But I know that, who does great Westworld videos? AU. AU Pac-Meal does like some, I've been on there talking Westworld. And like, it's crazy. Like, he notices stuff that just went over my head. I went on his channel, was it last year or was it like 2 years ago when it came out? Yo, and I went on his channel and he knew like every character like first week. I was like, damn, like he knows his stuff, man. Like, and he saw a bunch of stuff coming. He had a bunch of theories. I'm gonna be watching a lot of AU's. I think he did a season 2 trailer thing. The trailer looks dope though. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Westworld looks dope as fuck this season. And yo, that first trailer, I know everybody likes the second trailer, but that first trailer with Kanye's Runaway, with the piano, man, that shit was fire. That was really, really dope. I am definitely going to be watching Westworld this season. Yeah, definitely check out AU, because I don't think I'm going to be doing Westworld videos. Like, Westworld is one of those things that I just want to be watching, my mind free, you know what I mean? But it's definitely one of those shows that I just really enjoy. And I remember watching the first trailers for the first season, and I was like, that show looks weird and it looks awkward. It just made me feel like what the fuck am I watching? But then when I watched the first episode and Dolores killed the fly, bro, that had me bugging out. I saw this one theory about Westworld that it is under the sea. Like, everybody's like, where is Westworld located? Like, is it on another planet? Is it located like... And they were like, yo, it's under the sea. And when they did that video, I think it was a film theorist. Yo, look at that video, and I'm like 100% convinced that it's definitely under the sea. Yo, I see that One True David Adams says that Ramin is a god. Nirvana, Stones, Kanye. He seems like he's having fun. Yo, I don't know, but that version that he did, was that him who did it for the Runaway with Kanye? It was just that dun dun. Yo, mad dope. Like, that's one of those songs that I always find something wrong. Oh my god, I gotta hear that shit when I log out. All right, so someone's singing Under the Sea. So definitely, guys, I think I'm gonna almost end it off here. Like I said, if you like the video, hit it a thumbs up. If you're watching it later or anything, you know what I mean. Let me know in the comment section if you guys liked what I did. If you guys want to see something else that you guys didn't see. Like I said, I'm working on a bunch of different little things here and there. So definitely let me know. Let me see. What else? Oh, yeah. I will be going live next Saturday. Probably with a guest. I'm going to see if I could get this working on with, like, someone else. Like, with 2 people. Because I was having issues last time. But since this is a different program, I might work out. Who knows? But... also, if you guys didn't hear earlier, I do have a Patreon, and you guys could definitely check it out. If you guys want to join my 20 Good Men and Women, I have an exclusive feed, and I have exclusive videos coming to my Patreon, and they are going to be only on my Patreon. They have rewards from $1 to $20. You could join my 20 Good Men and Women. You know what I mean? Shout out to those who are already supporting me. The Prince That Wasn't Promised, Karen Richmond, Tina Sarah, and Peach. Thank you so much. If you guys want to check it out, it's in the link down below, in the bio. You can link down below in the details, whatever down there. I forgot its name. But definitely check it out if you guys are interested. And I will be live next Saturday. I will decide one of those topics that you guys gave me. You guys gave me a lot of fun stuff, a lot of interesting stuff. I could probably work with some of that. I could probably have multiple top 10s in one weekend. So let's see. And I probably might see if I have a guest or something next week. I probably might play with the time or something again. I'm not sure. Yeah, what David Adams says, description. Yeah, in the description is the Patreon link down below. Definitely, guys. Thank you guys for joining me. As always, it's a true pleasure, my people. As always, my name is Ray, and peace.